Welcome, 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 ladies and gentlemen. I am Natan Drahovsky, your host with the most. You are in the Frequency of Abundance group. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We are starting season 3. Da-da-da-da-da. And I'm so excited to have you here. If you don't know where you are, that's okay. This is the Frequency of Abundance group. There's a free group over on LinkedIn. I'll put the contact in the chat. Here you go. Now, when you want, all you have to do, go to LinkedIn, type in the Frequency of Abundance, click on groups, and poof, you're there. And each of these captivating talks that we do on tons and tons of topics, like I said, we're just starting season 3, we're going to be going in on different levels of you getting better at you. That's it. That's the whole thing. Internally, getting better with you, on you, about you, with you. Externally, with others, communications and relationships. Really externally, how about your business? How about so we're covering so much ground. First season was very, very much on internal, getting yourself centered, aligned, and correct. Second season was very much on external, communications, relationships, your ability to interconnect with others. This season's all about your business. So we're here to make sure we've got our Greek Mountain tea. And we will be delving deep for the next 3 weeks into what it is that's going to make your business boom, especially if you're an online coach. That's where I play. That's my world. That's what makes me happy. If you don't know my background, I've been an elite energy coach for about 30 years. I started at Cirque du Soleil, worked with Olympians, national sports teams. Actually, about 15,000 people went through my hands in the last 30 years. And I wrote a couple best-selling books specifically on energy management, how to go up, down, and neutralize when you mean, and it means the most to you, and when you want it. That's the only time it matters. So in this capacity, I've come along and played from decades with the highest level peak performers. If you're already at 9 out of 10 and you're looking to squeeze a little extra and get to 9.1, 9.2, call me. Love to work with you. Love to say hi. See what I can do to help. If you are in this place and you go, I love this, I want to come on, I want to be a fanboy, I want to come in, I want to get on interview, I want to broadcast my message, reach out to me. I would love to have you as a guest. This season, we're having so many guest interviews. It's going to be epic and exciting. And they're all superstars in their own way. So I want you to hear different stories from different people and really, really feel that vibe. Now, in that context, I also want you to know that this is sponsored by the most wonderful place, Allura Creative Agency, the only not-for-profit public relations house in the world. And what makes it amazing is that we handpick the people we work with. So if we think we can big up your message and bring it out to a wider audience, that's who we serve. That's who we handpick. Reach out to me. I'd love to work with you personally, professionally, see if there's any way we can help anyone else that you know. We believe that the tide raises all boats. That's why we have the groups from the Frequency of Abundance here for free to help everyone. There's a small private paid group. It's tens of dollars a month. You can join there. Have a little bit more community, a little bit more support. So everything is really here for you, depending on what you want, what you need, when you need it, what you want, and what degree and depth of wow do you want to go down that rabbit hole. Now, let's get started on today. To highlight the whole season, and I'm going to tell you what this whole week looks like. This week on Frequency of Abundance, we're looking at foundations for profitable online coaching business. So we're setting that stage. If you're already a coach or thinking about becoming one, this week is really all about setting up the business for that long-term success. So covering the foundations and covering the fundamentals helps you attract the clients, helps you refine your message, and makes sure you can scale without burnout. That's why even if you're someone that's already online and successful and making, 5 digits a month, 6 digits a month online, wonderful. If you ever wanted to do more, one of the things that you'll always be asked from whoever you bring on as your coach or your consultant or your mentor is to go over your foundation and for your fundamentals. One of the first things is to double check where you're at, what's going good, how much of a handle do you have on this situation, this business of yours. Because if that's going great, much easier to scale. If not, irrelevant how much money, time, or energy you throw at it, if it's got holes in the bottom of the boat, this thing is not worthy. So let's make sure that we set the business up. If you're new, this will be great. You only have to do this once because you're doing it right the first time. If it's something that you want to examine on a personal level or professionally, reach out to me. But today, I want to talk about the online coaching boom and why now is the best time, not just to be coaching, but to build your brand. Because now you got to differentiate yourself. So every day of the week, Monday to Friday, we're going to be doing these talks, 9 a.m. Eastern. On the weekends, I'll let you sleep in, come in at 1 in the afternoon. 7 days a week. So today, for Motivational Monday, online coaching boom, why now is the best time to build your brand. For Triumphant Tuesdays, you've got your ideal client blueprint, how to attract the right people effortlessly. Winning Wednesdays, this week's going to be from passion to profit, the 5 must-have systems for success. And I want to talk on then, when we're going on, Fearless Friday, we're going to be having some scaling without burnout. So we're not spending the whole season just on fundamentals or foundations. We're getting right to the high end. We're talking scaling without burnout. So smart time and energy management for coaches to make sure you can do this. Saturday, we're going to have a successful Saturday. We're going to do the power of storytelling, how to build a brand that people love. And then on beautiful Soaring Sunday, we're going to give it that final reflection and mastering your niche. Stand out, get noticed, get paid. Isn't that fun? So if you're starting out or you're ready to scale, there's going to be some insights we're going to get you today and all this week and all this season to get you that magical opportunity, because I want you to get the best and the most that you possibly can. So let's look at the industry and why coaching now is thriving. We're looking at a projected $20 billion by 2026. That's in a couple minutes. That's a lot. There's a lot of people that have no clue who you are and what you do. There's a lot of people that are at a level that would love to be able to play with you, but just don't know how to get you. There's people that are, in the nicest way, far, far above your level. Tony Robbins is far, far above my level. That's a pretty much of a given. The cool part is that I don't need to try to work with people that are 2-3 levels above me and try to see if maybe I can help them. Instead, I focus on the people that might not even be at my level. And if they're 2-3 levels below me, oh my goodness, my problems would be like the greatest thing they could ever have. Obstacles and things, they don't even have those. So know your audience and what they're going through and where you stand will really help you position yourself, being honest with yourself, so that you can assess how good a coach are you in this capacity. It's not the ultimate coach. There's no such thing. There's situations where Tony Robbins would not be a great coach. Somebody else would be a better one in that situation. So you need to do it for you. You need to do it for your clients. Take a look at what we're looking at. When we're looking at online platforms, we're looking at global reach. We're looking at your ability to have a coaching client in another continent, right? And the people that are coming, we're moving through this, grooving through this crazy time right now. Things are speeding up all around the world. So it's that transformation and people are craving it. More individuals are seeking personal development. They're seeking business growth. They're seeking wellness solutions right now. It's a wonderful time to be considering, oh, I know how to do that stuff. Oh, I want to help people. Oh, I think this might work. So, actionable tidbit. Ready? You didn't think you were coming to season 3 without a little bit of homework? That's cute. Ask yourself, what unique transformation do I offer my clients? Write it down. This is going to be the foundation of your brand. What unique transformation do I offer my clients? Now, if you're in the mood and you'd like, pop in with questions, comments, coffee, tea, mint. Let us know what's going on. Share some love, throw some hearts and some thumbs up and all that other fun, cool stuff. Thank you. So once you've written down what unique transformation do I offer my clients, and you've got the beginning of your brand, now let's position you as an authority. You got to find your niche, right? So you can't be a generalist coach. You'd struggle to stand out. Specialization equals authority. Specialization equals authority. You're not specialized. Okay, you're a generalist. That's fine. But I understand why the specialist would charge me more. Because specialization equals certification equals more understanding, knowledge, more times around that merry-go-round. And that equals more authority. No way around it. Specialization equals authority. Now, You got to be clear enough, right? So clarify what your unique methodology is going to be. You've got a proven system for helping others. You've helped others. I've helped 15,000 people in the last 30 years. I have a proven system. And it's rather clear and unique, but it's my methodology. So what systems worked for you? Now, on top of this, you want to be starting to create some trust. And it's going to be tricky, though, because you want to do it through content. Authority is going to be built with consistent content. So things like frequency of abundance, where every day I give and I hope and I pray that some of this benefits and helps others. That's it. There's no ask. There's no tell. There's no please deposit $5.99 and I'll see you tomorrow. Come, play. If it serves you, get involved. Let's play in the same sandbox, personally, professionally. But that's where you're coming from with your clients. So create that trust through your content. Let the social proof do the work for you. Use testimonials. Social proof is key to credibility, especially if you can get the verbal ones, the written ones, the video ones. Oh my goodness. You go to Allure Creative Agency, you'll take a look. There's dozens of video testimonials from happy clients on our side. It means I don't have to validate it the same way that somebody who's never had a client would. Now, just to speak to that, if you haven't had a client yet, that's okay. What you want to do is get your first one under your belt. So ask family, ask friends, ask somebody to do two things. One, I'd like you to be my guinea pig. I'd like to do what I do. I'd like to do it on you. I'd like you to be open and honest and tell me, did you like it? Did it work? Is it any good? And two, I'd like you to give me a testimonial that you worked with me, and that's going to help because I'm going to put it up on my page and I'm going to get some credibility. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You know, you need to do that for maybe 3 people. That's it. You don't need more than 3 testimonials. That's the minimum number that you need that gives, credibility. Perfect. There's 3 separate people that all said something nice. You're done. That's it. So go in knowing that you've got 3 people that you can ask to help you with this. It'll give you 3 chances to practice what you do so you can get even better, so that the next paying one believes they're your 17,000th client, not your 7th or your 1st. All right. Let's focus again. So, why now? Because of the boom. Because of everything going on internationally. What unique transformation do I offer my clients? That is the foundation of your brand. Write that down. Now we're talking about finding your niche, clarifying your methodology, why it's unique, how to build content and use that content to create trust. Testimonials, social credibility. Specialization equals authority. So, write 1 to 2 sentences and want them to be expert statements about yourself, right? I help blank specific audience achieve blank specific result through blank your unique method. I'd give you, let's say I help dentists achieve financial freedom through abundance mindset coaching. I help this specific audience achieve this specific result through my unique method. That's it. And that level of specialization will absolutely help you stand out as an authority. Are you liking it so far? Are you going, are the gears moving and grooving? Are you feeling a lot of this come into practice and play where, my goodness, this could absolutely be something I could do right now? That's where we want it to come from. Actionable items, little tidbits, nuggets of wisdom that you can get into play right away. Let's continue. This is the know, like, trust factor. So people are going to buy from those that they trust. How do you build it? Number 1, you show up. So if you're online, you post constantly, you post consistently, and you provide real value, damn it. So the best way to, show somebody that you can help them is, you guessed it, to help them. So if you can help somebody, do it. After you do, when they understand and believe that you helped them, they may want to pay you to thank you. They may want to pay you to play with you so that you guys can keep working together because they loved it. They may come to the logical conclusion that, holy crap, if you could do this for me for free, oh my God, imagine what could happen if I pay you. And that's exactly what we want. You got this new relationship. It's like a bank account. You can't be taking a withdrawal before you make a deposit, silly. So emotional deposits are going to help you build that trust before you ask for a withdrawal. Show up. Engage. Respond to the comments. Respond to the DMs. Build the real relationships. These are people who, how many people are looking at your content right now online? Could be huge. You have no clue. How many people are going to give a thumbs up or a repost? A fraction of that. People don't mind looking, but they don't want to get involved. They don't want to let everyone know, conspicuous consumption. I'm conspicuously consuming this content. Oh no, and now everyone knows. Not everyone likes that. So a fraction of the people watching you will ever comment, like, share, or post. Don't judge it based on that. One comment isn't like, whatever, it's not worth it. That's incredible. It means a tipping point got hit, you broke through the ice, and you managed to get somebody moved and motivated enough to literally be open, naked, and vulnerable and say, I like this person, and I don't care who knows it. That's incredible. That's what we're hoping for. So, getting into that know, like, trust factor. Number 1, show up. Number 2, engage. Number 3, storytelling sells. Personal wins, some struggles, even some client transformations. These are incredible. And they really, really help share where you're coming from. They showcase your expertise without you having to say, look at me, I'm an expert. And that's a beautiful way to play. So other people feel very confident and comfortable working with you. Now, this may be fun, this may be scary, this may be both. I like you to get excited. Today, actionable tidbit. Post a personal story today. One that connects your audience pain points and shows how you overcame a challenge. So something that you had to go through, that you overcame. Use yourself as the example, but also know that this is something that you can help others with as a coach, and here's how you did it. So if you were coaching yourself, what would that look like? Let's look at, and while we're here, I want to get you some, not just thoughts on this and brand advice and such, let's also look at some client attraction strategies. Topical, very 60,000 foot overview, I know, but I wanted the wheels to start thinking and moving and grooving. New season, new year, things are coming around, right? I want you to be ready. So let's look at client attraction strategies. Now, your ideal client, they have to know you exist. But how? So there's video marketing. It's the fastest way to build trust. Hi, guess what we're doing right now? There's podcasting and interviews. If you wanted to have an offer that people couldn't refuse, start a podcast. I don't care if you've never had a guest on it. When you call me up and say, hey, Natan, can I interview you? I'd like you to be a guest on my new podcast. I would never say no. And most executives, most leaders, most founders, they wouldn't say no either. It's flattering. And so we would absolutely say yes. Even if you don't have any credibility, this is a credibility booster. So the fastest way for you to get those people to do it is that. At the same time, if they happen to have a podcast, wouldn't it be nice if they reciprocated? I'm pretty sure they will. So keeping that in mind, knowing that you've got that coming from, take a look over in the chat. You should see my contact info. You should see the link to the Frequency of Abundance group. Know that you can reach out and join us anytime. If you wanted to have Allura Creative Agency, take a look at your brand because you spent so much time and money on it already. And if you wanted to make sure that it had more credibility, more visibility, and reached a wider audience, we'd love to help you get to that place. Especially if you're hunting the big guys, the whales. That luxury branding, so to speak, it's different vocabularies, different wording, right? Like somebody says, how much is coaching with you cost? Oh, it's $50,000. That's the price. That's the cost. That's the sticker. Doesn't have the same feel as, well, how much does it cost to work with you? Oh, the engagement is $50,000 and the initial investment is $5,000. Doesn't sound like a big deal at all now, does it? We're going to have to start doing some reframing, some retraining, some rethinking to make sure that the words come out right. because it's just that simple and just that easy. And having said it the other way around, it's just that cringy and just turn off. Huge turn off. So you want to be seen as an expert and an authority, not as a salesperson. Look at some of these little media hacks, right? So social media hacks like Instagram Reels, TikTok, give you the bite-sized coaching insights and stuff. I don't even know if my American friends can still play with TikTok or not. I'll put it out there for the rest of the world. Look at LinkedIn for thought leadership. That's why I post every day on LinkedIn, and I'm very, very consistent with that. 99% of where we get clients for our clients is from their LinkedIn. So building that, focusing on that, brilliant. Things like Facebook groups are great for community though. So don't neglect having the human and the personal and the fun side. If you're confused about strategy or how to put it all together, you guessed it, reach out to me. I will help. Quick exercise for you. 3. I want 3 content ideas. Send them to me, post them, share them. You've got my contact information. Get involved, reach out, say hi, say what's up. 3 content ideas you can post this week based on your experience. So if you sold vacuum cleaners and then you were the manager at a Wendy's and then you went skydiving as an instructor, that's 3. I want content ideas for how you can showcase those experiences, because those would be 3 cool posts, don't you think? Now, let's look at retaining and scaling some of those clients a little bit. I'm going to go through it quickly. Hang in there. We're going to be focusing on just 2 more parts I want to cover, and then I'll let you get back to your Monday, and you can start your party. We're looking at retaining and scaling clients. So getting clients is great, but keeping them is better. And I don't mean it to be funny. It is literally better. The time, energy, and money that you spend, the fear, uncertainty, concern, and doubt that you have to go through every time you go hunting for a client. Will I get one? Will I go on a 3-day hunting expedition and come back with nothing? Will everyone, when I come back, look at me as less of a hunter? Will my family starve? There's no... That's what happens when there's a hunt. So, I want you to remember that keeping them is better. Keeping them is easier. Keeping them is so much more affordable, no matter what it takes to make them happy. Keeping them is better. Now, let's over-deliver value. Let's automate. And let's offer a long-term program. So, over-deliver value. I want to surprise your clients with bonuses, extra calls, exclusive resources. They want you, they love you, they're paying for access to you. Give it to them. Over-deliver value. 2, automate. I want you to use the tools that we have that have worked for years. The email funnels, the memberships, the free community like we have at the Frequency of Abundance on LinkedIn, the paid community that we have that we built out on Go High Level so that people can engage and transform their own lives for tens of dollars a month and have some fun. The people who want to play at a higher level will ask you. You don't have to worry about that part. Nobody's ever been like, gee, if there's only some way to get a hold of them and maybe ask them about, you're going to be fine. If they want to, they'll find you. That's not a problem. Now, offering a long-term program, yeah. How much do you charge? Oh, I charge $100 a session and that's it. I'm like, okay. I don't care if you charge $1,000 a session. It's not about the amount per session. It's the concept that you work in sessions. You're like a IT helper that sells blocks of time, for future stuff when your computer goes bad. Hey, use these blocks of time. You just pay me now for them. Buy a bunch of them, I'll give you a discount. That's not you. That's not how this works. That's not coaching. That's not good. So stop with the little one-off sillinesses. You think you can do guaranteed transformational change in one shot? Every time? No matter what they're going through, no matter what you're going through? Every time? Stop it. You're putting ridiculous pressure on yourself. You're putting silly, unachievable expectations on them. Stop it. Offer a long-term program. 90 days minimum. 6 months, beautiful. Coaching programs work better than one-offs. So go for the time. Get me that 90-day or 6-month coaching program. Actionable tidbit. I want you to brainstorm a client journey map. So what steps, do they go through from discovery? Oh, okay. Hi, Janet. I've never heard of you. You're a, intuitive lifestyle coach. Interesting. Never heard of that. Okay. Well, I'd like to work with you. And intuitively transform my lifestyle. That sounds fun. And what would that look like? From discovery to transformation. Tell me what the promise is. I give you $10,000, you give me... What's the promise? What's the difference? What's the change? What did you do? Be as close and as succinct and as clear and as brief as you possibly can. Brevity is clarity in this case. Now, this is it. We're finishing it up. We're wrapping it in. You're giving me a beautiful piece of time this morning. Thank you, thank you. I wanted you to take action today. Action now. Set the intention for the week, this month, this season, and get your coaching brand, get your foundation on today, right? Number one, define your niche and your expertise. We talked about the exercises to do it. Number two, start posting valuable content. Give it away. Go, go, go. You'll get more, you'll do more, you'll be more, because these are your tools in your belt. Your skill as a carpenter is what made that beautiful piece of furniture, not the tools in your belt. Showcase the tools. Hey, this is a beautiful chisel. Hey, this is when I work on tools. This is the tool I use and stuff. That's fine. That's informative. That's useful. Give me something valuable. Don't be scared that you're giving away the tools. Your expertise comes through much, much more than any silly tool. Post valuable content. And third, get your first or your next client by offering a free discovery call. Literally just that easy. If you're in a position where you go, oh my God, I love your situation, I love your story, I know you can't afford to work with me, that's okay. I'm luckily needing a couple new testimonials. So I need one from you. I need you to bring me 2 friends. Hopefully one of them can pay. You got ways to play. Money is one way. Barter, trade for time, for efforts, for skills, for services. I mean, I'll be very blunt. My first best-selling book, I bartered with a professional publishing house. And the editor and owner of the house wanted me as her coach. So I traded my coaching for the next year for her to publish, edit my book. That's a great win-win. And I saved myself about $9,000. And meanwhile, she didn't have to pay $9,000 for a coach. And so win-win-win. And that was a lady in Australia, all the way around the world. So many different lessons. And I want you to think about those for today. And that's why I illustrate with my life, my cases. It's not here to brag or boast. We don't have time for that. If any of these can be helpful or actionable and in any way give you an idea or a thought or aha, that's what they're for, purely. Here's your final exercise. I want you to challenge yourself. Post a 30-second video today. Share one coaching tip. One coaching tip that your audience is going to find valuable. So here I have been for the last 30 minutes doing that. I want you to just give me a 30-second one. You don't have to do what I just did. But one day it might serve you. And then it'll serve even more. Go back over this. Go to our Frequency of Abundance group. Join us at Allura. Reach out. Get a one-on-one with me. Let's see what we can do and how we can move the needle for you, personally and professionally. Because if you're genuinely out there to help others, you need that support. There's no athlete that has ever received any level of recognition without a coach. Sorry, it's impossible. Can't be looking inside you and thinking all of these thoughts while still looking outside you and making sure you're doing it right. That's why you need somebody external. Now, you can't be coach and athlete at the same time. If you're looking for coaching at the highest level, if you're looking for branding and an ability to shine at the highest level, if you want to be known as an expert in your field, reach out. I'd love to have that conversation. We've done it for hundreds of others. We've handpicked them so that we know what would work. And if it could work for you, it'd be such a blessing. Like I said, we serve those that serve others. So your final thought, your best time is now. The industry is growing. The real winners are those that are going to take action. Your voice, your knowledge, your passion, it can change lives. You need to start today. Don't wait for all the lights to turn green. Make sure that you are 100% going forward and ready to play. Now, join us for Triumphant Tuesday. You got your Ideal Client Blueprint, Winning Wednesday, Magnetic Messaging. You got Thursdays from Passion to Profit, even better. Fearless Friday is going to have you scaling without burnout. Our Successful Saturday will be the power of storytelling, and we'll wrap up this week on Beautiful Soaring Sunday, mastering your niche. Stand out, get noticed, and get paid. So, ladies and gentlemen, I thank you so much for your time and energy. Reach out, say hi. I will see you tomorrow. Blessings, blessings, blessings for everyone.